So Trump, before the whole presidential thing, he had a TV show called The Apprentice. With all his legal stuff going on now, he makes a new show called The Accomplice. And so instead of business people, it's all convicts. And it's just which convict would be the best one for Trump to continue down the path he's going down.
Or if he gets like indicted and he's like in prison.
The one who like he teams up with that makes
this
it.
week
So he
we're all
doesn't
going
get
to practice stabbing someone in the mess hall.
He got the mix with his dad. Do they just pick like one target for the stabbing? Like 12
and then at the
And
end,
they ask him who stabbed him.
it's like number 3. That was so good.
No, and it's like best, and it's like all different ships. You know.
Yeah,
You have to like
you have to
find
make
you
your
make
own
your own ship.
It's
and
about
then you-
creativity.
One guy comes in, doesn't have time to whittle it down, hits him with a spoon, and he's like, "That's embarrassing."
Yeah, boo.
It's like a little paper cut.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm not even bleeding, man.
Yeah, what's weird is that's the guy getting stabbed. It's like, that sucked. The next one gets stabbed, he's like, oh, fuck.
Trump seems like a person who, if he was in jail, would do this show with no cameras and insist that there were cameras.
No, he'd like type up a contract on the little library computer, ask permission to use like his one of 20 sheets in a month.
Yeah,
hand out these contracts like you have to do all these things. And
Demand
just
it's the
pretend.
best prison that's ever existed.
Yeah.
Do you think Trump would be a good prisoner? I think he'd first day he'd go up to the biggest guy in jail and he'd fire
Let
him.
me strike a deal.
You're fired. Pack up your stuff and leave. Okay.
What crime would he like pick? Like what kind of criminal would be like, you're going to be the one helping me? So he fires the biggest guy.
Right.
Who's like the assistant.
Well, going back to the stabbing thing, it's not just about killing the guy. It's also about making it so you can't figure out who actually killed him, right? So you got to be precise, but also not too precise for like, okay, this is clearly has a signature of Bob or whatever.
Right, yeah.
That would really
Whoever
affect.
stabbed the guy in the ass and left the knife, who was it?
Well, imagine
Always
like
Nick.
one of them,
right, you don't want a signature.
the one who gets eliminated in that episode would be like the serial killer of the group. Like has a clear marking. It's like the criminologists come in. They're like, you stabbed him with a
when
smiley
you say
face
get
shape.
eliminated, they would kill him.
Ooh, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
they would.
they?
They would
Interesting.
shoot
How
him
would
to death
they-
or something.
what
Yeah.
would-
You're gonna die now.
So is it like?
I had fun.
It did cool because they would
Post interview.
they would
learned
like
a lot.
they would like gray it out, and then fun music would come on, and then you would have the
It would be,
the
you had a bad day.
5 guys.
Yeah, he's just getting beaten to death.
I like.
Sometimes the system goes in your thing.
I like the idea of like the challenge winner getting to murder, and it's like you get to pick whatever weapon, you get to pick whatever.
Wait, so the challenge.
Like the challenge
Yeah, there's
winner,
two
the
teams,
ship
right?
So the other team gets to-
winner.
is like you
You
won. You get to kill that guy. You get the privilege.
I want to
Yeah.
thank my mom. You get a call into the prison to vote on who you
Yeah. Get different race-based gangs to pitch him on different.
expand on that.
Trump
Talking to the blacks. Was you be Trump? I'll be. I'll
this
be
was-
35 black people.
It's better as an abstract idea.
No,
not-
let's do
I
it.
don't want to do it.
Let's act it.
This is the only time I don't want to act it out. I know I'm pushing for that normally in episodes because it's cool to have characters, but this time,
Actually, you be Trump and be all the black people, and please do voices. Just whatever feels right.
I was, I think I would have done the Aryan Brotherhood a little bit, but I think with black people, it's a little much.
All right, be the Aryan brother.
I'm not going to do that either now. I have a job.
I mean, so besides stabbing, what other episodes would there be?
Oh, there'd be the toilet wine,
Yeah. Total wine be big.
which Trump would probably have an
Best
opinion.
mixer,
on.
maybe.
I make the best toilet wine.
Yeah. Or like best rock scooper. I don't know. Don't they scoop rocks?
Have you ever seen a prison show?
Yeah. What do you think prisons are?
I don't know. For some reason, I just imagine someone scooping rock. I don't know. Do y'all not know?
Dude, like a tale of Sisyphus, but with
No,
small
it's
rocks.
like-
They just prisoners just scoop rocks around.
I feel like every image of a prison yard, there's like a pile of rocks somewhere.
Do you mean like a chain gang or something? Where they're like breaking rocks to set the railroad
Yeah, I
in,
guess.
in
No,
like
yeah, that's it.
1815?
Yeah, I guess.
We have just piles of rocks at prisons that we just move around aimlessly.
No, but I like prison wine. Trump, and then he has to try all the prison wine.
He's like all of them. He's like, this is awful.
Yeah, I thought my cool thing was I shit in my. I appreciate the ingenuity. It feels weird that in prison, which is like the hardest, most intense people, that like weed is now illegal again, so you have to be like, guys, put the weed away. They're coming. Put it away. Yeah.
My mom's
And do all that like annoying. You guys have Mary Jane. Yeah. Any other prison things?
Well, I feel like everyone has like a little trade that they'll do in order to market themselves, right? Like, what about like making your best friendship bracelet or something? I don't know.
Also, I feel like if
The
this
sense
show
of
was
prison is so weird.
Yeah, what is
You take spoons and you
I know.
move rocks and friendship bracelets.
Also,
and-
wouldn't it not
It's
be,
like a summer camp.
wouldn't it if it's
all.
like the accomplice, wouldn't it not be prisoners but be lawyers that would be doing the prisoner stuff? It would be a bunch of very expensive lawyers all trying to make prison wine and doing meth and stabbing people.
Well, they wouldn't even be in prison. He would be
Yeah, I
like,
know, they'd just
okay,
be
I
out on the
have a
street.
bunch of illegal documents at Mar-a-Lago. What would you do? And then whoever had the best idea, he would just actually put it on there. I would just say I did it. He's like, perfect.
He gave them each
One
you
episode
win.
show.
Yeah.
Show's over. Everyone else is fired.
At the beginning of the episode, he gave them each a briefcase containing parts of the Mar-a-Lago documents, so they actually have to deal with the problem.
Yeah, he legitimately incriminates all of them.
They have to figure it out on the episode. And the stabbing episode, one of them does go and later get convicted, and the evidence is just the videotape they have of them stabbing the guy to death.
You remember Russiagate? It kind of turned out to be nothing. I hope if he gets elected again, he just does a Russian accent the whole time. He's like, no, I was working with Putin. He pulls off like a mask.
It is just Putin.
It's Putin in a fat like Norbit suit or whatever. Like Putin doing like a Medea thing.
Yeah, it's like, wait, why didn't you do that at the beginning of the first term? Why
Well,
did
because
you
he
do a
wanted to
whole
get
term in the fat
reelected.
suit?
He wanted to get reelected.
They can
But, like,
still
if-
impeach him.
Yeah, but it seems to not do anything.
But he can stall it long enough.
Yeah, he's like,
he was impeached twice, wasn't he? That's enough times where he could go impeach me once. Shame on.